Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. For this one, we'll focus on all the basketball shoe releases for this upcoming All-Star weekend. This time around is always the best time for hoopers. This year's selection is also just crazy. Nike All-Star packs are back. Other brands are giving us amazing colorways too. Some of them I have here in hand. Let's take a look at them together and also have a little discussion in the comments maybe. So if you were to pick only one out of all of these, which one would that be? Tell us down below. I'll give my take as well. And for each shoe that we talk about, I'll put like a star rating on how much I would recommend it. Let's go. So I really want to get this one out of the way first. Yes, we have a bunch of big names, signature shoes, but this budget shoe right here, man, I'm absolutely loving this pair. This is the Giannis Immortality 3 All-Star colorway. And it is a mismatching pair with red on the right shoe and white on the left shoe. On the heel tab, it says, "Thanks for sharing." Nice detail there. I did mention this last time, but again, the color choices are inspired by the Kobe 4 PE he wore during the 2019 All-Star game, 5 years ago. On that pair, he wrote, "Thanasis, thanks for sharing," because they used to share the same pair of shoes when things were tough before they made it. So the mismatching concept makes perfect sense. I also think it's better than the Zoom Freak 5 version. I do buy into the story, but I just don't want to wear the actual number of Thanasis on my shoe. I have done a few full court runs in these. Same performance. What I like the most about the Immortality 3 this time, if you think about it, when does Nike ever give us something like this on a budget shoe, right? Their signature shoes usually get this type of treatment and attention to details. But for a shoe that retails for 85 bucks, they made an all-star colorway and it's a mismatching one. Must cop to me. Yeah, super happy with how this one turned out. Beautiful pair. Nice story behind it. Like in comparison, the Ja 1 All-Star, that type of story is like, you're really pushing it. Why would I care about a tweet he sent after signing a deal with Nike? This is way more meaningful. Okay, let's go by brand. I know it's obviously still showtime for Nike, but Adidas might have the best one of them all here. The AE1 All-Star colorway officially drops on the 16th, I think. It's mostly a metallic finish, but this is also a color changing upper. Super cool design. I don't know if the colors will wear off over time, but we'll see. I'm trying to restrain myself from another AE1. You have a touch of neon green branding on the heel and tongue. Mostly a black base and a dark grayish also. Aside from the AE1, I haven't heard much about the Dames or Trae Youngs. Maybe they'll just make a PE for each of them, especially with the Dames. It's been like 2 years since the Dame 8 release. I don't know what's going on there. The Harden Volume 8, they have announced the dates for each colorway. Slowly rolling them out. I'm just super excited, but he's not in the All-Star game, so there's no All-Star colorway, I guess. Now let's talk about a brand that has the coolest collabs this weekend. Puma is putting some serious effort into their releases this year. Their best one to me is the Scoot Zero's Cheetos collab. It comes in a special box with some snack packaging inside. The upper has the Cheetos look all over it. I mean, it's a shoe that you can look at and immediately tell what it's for. Cheetah prints, flaming logo, a bright orange base with some yellow that pops on the court. This is a perfectly executed collab, in my opinion. Releasing on the 16th also. That's just a packed day of releases. I don't think this one will be hard to get, so we'll take some time, let it sink in a little bit, and decide on this one later. But beautiful shoe. Performance is okay. Again, you can basically consider it a mini MB3. Speaking of the MB3, they're also doing a predominantly yellow pair inspired by the Porsche 911 Turbo the next day on the 17th. The scratch marks are black on that pair. Color combination goes very well with the silhouette and kind of matches the Pacers theme for the All-Star weekend too. They're also dropping a yellow pair for the All-Pro Nitro in the same collaboration, but it comes in solid rubber, which means hard pass for me. Given my experience with Puma hoop shoes, you gotta go with their translucent outsoles. Earlier this month, there was the pink MB1, or iridescent as they call it. This was another fantastic release. It's a very nice subtle pink, not too much, easy to wear, and it's a translucent also, so traction was nice on it. Yeah, Puma is doing some great stuff with all these releases. The Cheetos one, Very enticing. I'll give it a 5-star for the looks, but 3-star for how it actually performs on the court. Maybe under the radar, but New Balance is also releasing a gamer tag pack this weekend. There's a green HESI low, red two-way V4, and the new model from this pack is the purple Fresh From BB V2. If you dig the retro gaming vibes, if you like a solid bright color throughout the entire shoe, I think these three are all great. Performance-wise, it's hard to beat the two-way V4. I had it as my top performer from last year. We'll see how the Fresh From BB V2 does. I copped because purple is my favorite color, and yeah, very excited to play in them probably tomorrow. The first Fresh From BB, I was expecting great cushion, but traction was actually the highlight on those. Very good shoe. From Under Armour, they're doing an all-star edition on a few Currys. Curry 1 Retro has the On Fire theme off of a black base. Curry 4 Low FloTro, according to them, is inspired by Steph's PE for the 2018 All-Star Weekend, where he won the three-point contest. They also made a Curry Splash. It's like a multicolor one, and 2 colorways of the new Future X Elite. Also, I found this new leather version of the Curry 4 FloTro, the high top FloTro. These are significantly better than the original release, so the upper became more sturdy and suitable for its build. Because the flow also gives you an amazing grip. You need at least an upper that contains your feet well. Otherwise, those hard stops are not going to feel great. So the suit and tie colorway, I would 100% recommend it. Just might be off topic a little bit because it's technically not an All-Star Weekend release, but it's coming up. It's also one that he wore when he dropped the game winner against the Suns, I believe. All right, let's get into the good stuff from Nike. This one needs no further introduction. Y'all know how good the KD4 Galaxy is. I think it's safe to say that this is the most highly sought after KD4 release. Also one of the most iconic KD colorways out there. It's such a nice feeling to get a fresh and crispy pair in hand. I haven't worn these yet. Never had a pair of the KD4s until like 2 weeks ago with the Year of the Dragon release. Translucent also on the Galaxy. They'll fit really snug. Cushion is not the best, especially in today's standard, but it does get the job done, and this has got to be a top tier colorway. Very happy that they're bringing back sneakers made 12 years ago. 12 years ago, I was 12 years younger. Unbelievable. The KD16 All-Star colorway is looking really nice too. A vibrant mix of colors. The LeBron 21, so last time I mentioned the silver one, and that is only grade school sizing indeed. This red colorway is his All-Star shoe this year. Well, knowing LeBron, he'll probably break out a PE, maybe wear this one for like a half. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I think it's a similar concept to the AE1. Some red metallic finish, but the colors might shift under different lightings. Nothing too special about it. They're basically just carrying on with the pearl theme on the LeBron 21. This colorway was originally meant to be the Christmas release, by the way. Now they moved it to the All-Star Weekend. Otherwise, the Luka 2 is really just alright. His son's shoe is probably worth copying more around the same time. Maybe saving the best for last, I think this particular Nike All-Star pack will end up being one of the best ones ever for the meanings behind it and also how they crafted each pair. My favorite is the GT Cut 3, which pays tribute to the Zoom Flight 5, the Jason Kidd shoe. From the navy color that matches the original pair to the placement of the swoosh and the orange Nike label on the tongue tag, I think they really nailed it. I also got the purple one. I'll monitor the traction performance once I start playing in these, but it's been such an enjoyable experience playing in the GT Cut 3. The other two, I thought the GT Hustle 2 is too much like the old shoe, the Armour Up Tempo, and the GT Jump 2 is too much like itself, with not much changes except for some small differences on the upper. Plus, the materials on the GT Jumps didn't feel very nice in hand. We have quite a few packs from different brands this year, but this throwback pack that Nike did, I really like the whole concept behind it and how they turned out. If you're also a fan of the vintage style. Great way to honor the legends. Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen, and Tim Duncan. If I was to pick out a top 3, I'd go Giannis Immortality 3, AE1, and GT Cut 3. My personal favorite this year being the Immortality 3. But these are essentially all just new colorways. So which one looks the best is totally subjective based on your preference. If any of them performs differently or has anything wrong, let's say, I'll for sure update on that or make a video about it. So many great choices, I know. If you get a chance to go out this weekend, go visit your local Foot Locker, Champs, Nike, or other retailer stores and see which ones you can find. Also how they turn out in person. So that's about it for this packed weekend of hoop shoes. This year might honestly be the best year in terms of variety, like from my recent memory. So enjoy it, guys. Happy belated Valentine's Day. Remember to hide your purchases and packages. If you're single, I'm sorry, but you probably have a bigger budget to work with. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know which one you're going for in the comments, and I'll see you soon on the next one.